After the tornado settled in Daytona 1 week ago, these 34 men head out to the Midwest, home of America's heartland, factories, farming, and cornfields. These Kansas sports fans, they love their sports. So they love their Chiefs, they love their Blue Jays, they love their Royals. And on this Sunday afternoon in July, they love their NASCAR. It's time to go west on NBC. The weather here right now, it's perfect. It's been perfect all weekend. Temperatures can be seen possibly getting into the 90s today. So NASCAR's allowed extra measures for these drivers to stay cool during the race, including extra fans, extra water bottles, etc., and extra ice packs. So right now we do have to get some news here. Blake Dillon won the pole Friday afternoon, but in Saturday morning's practice session, crashed coming off turn 4. He will be going to a backup car and starting 27th today. Also, towards the end of final practice, down in turn 2 yesterday, the 83 car of What If Racing crashed again. And coming off turn 2, collecting the 18. Being damaging both cars. They'll both share row 15 together for this race. Now, the reason we say share row 15 and not go to the back because inspection issues plagued 4 drivers Friday afternoon during qualifying, and they were not allowed to take time, most notably Nate Sherman and Derek Lewis. Derek Lewis is, again, still on some pretty high alert after he's currently in that area in the chase cutoff where it may come down to points or whoever gets a win. Anyways, regarding the Blake Dillon situation, everybody moves up 1 spot on the row, so Jacob Tube, our current points leader, will be bringing the field to the green flag Sunday afternoon. Today, while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup. Row 1, we have the Exalta Chevrolet and the Quick Lane Ford. Row 2, we have the FedEx Express Toyota and the Jimmy John Chevrolet. Row 3, we have the Hassan Nation Chevrolet and the AAA Insurance Ford. Row 4, we have the DeWalt Power Tools Toyota and the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. Starting today from row 5, we have the Mobile One Chevrolet and the Exalta Fix Auto Collision Chevrolet. Starting today from row 6, we have the Furniture Row Toyota and the Alliance Truck Parts Chevrolet. Starting this afternoon from row 7, we have the Smithfield Ford and the Advocare Ford. Starting today from row 8, we have the Zest Ford and the McDonald's Chevrolet. Starting today from row 9, we have the 56 car and the American Ethanol E15 Chevrolet. Starting today from row 9, we have the Caterpillar Chevrolet and the Richmond Water Heaters Chevrolet. Beginning this afternoon's race from row 10, we have the Best Western Toyota and the 9 car. Row 11 finds the 29 car and the BB&T Chevrolet. Row 12 finds the Hot Wheels Chevrolet and the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. Row 13 finds the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet. Again, this is backup territory. Row 13 finds the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet and the Stanley Toyota. Sorry, row 14. Row 15 finds the Dustless Blasting Toyota and the M&M's Caramel Toyota. Starting today from row 16, we have the 5 Hour Energy Toyota and the Ortho Fire Ant Killer Ford. And starting out shotgun, we have the Target Chevrolet and the Lowe's Chevrolet. While we're here, let's just take a moment to just acknowledge how beautiful it is today. A lot of the story first half of the season has been rain. Rain and copious amounts of it. But now, the weather here is perfect. No clouds whatsoever. Currently 87 degrees right now when these guys take the green flag in a few moments. And obviously what these drivers are thinking is it's going to be slick today, so you're going to see a lot of guys kind of try slowing down a little bit. It's going to be a hot one. Alan Bestwick, Benny Parsons, Wyatt Allenbach. We're going to be taking you guys, taking you, the fan, from today at Kansas all the way to the checkered flag in Atlanta on TNT and NBC. Great to be back after a long break since Speed Weeks. Jacob 2 brings the field down in front of a sold-out crowd today at Kansas, and the green flag is out on NBC. Oh, turn 2 already. Got cars spinning. Got a couple of them. 17. And the 3. 17 down on the apron. The 3 down there as well. And the caution quickly comes back out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. Caution's out, caution's out. What happened, bud? 50, and it looks like the 56 may have had some cause in that. He just washed up, got 17, and then as the 3 got by, got him. And amazingly, it was only a 2-car incident. Jonathan Morrison, the 3-car. Definitely not the start not the season he's been envisioning. 22nd in points right now. Earlier in the show, we talked about how about the chase bubble, and especially since we're going to be taking you all, we're getting closer to that cutoff at that Saturday night in California. Unfortunately, we brushed the wall back end. That was Crew Chief Justin Alexander talking. Crew Chief for the 3 this year. Again, it looked like everybody looked to be clean. The 56 just dove in, got into the 17. The 56 washed up to try to avoid. Then 17 slid down to the apron. And the 3 just got clipped. Definitely an interesting go already here at Kansas. Jacob Tube got 5 bonus points, but who noticed? But anyways, not much leeway for the 4 guys at the back today. Definitely not much leeway in progress, but 2 cars spun. They just all moved up 2 spots. Obviously, once we get going, things make it a little interesting around the 19, 18, or 48. All right, guys. Line them up. Do it again. Green flag back into the air this time. Better start for the 24, definitely. Somebody on the top side did not get going. The 22 really just buzzed his tires, I guess. Buzzed her tires, I look like. According to this, according to spotter TJ Mate, who Zucks Moon just got there and told the guys I buzzed the tires. And look at how many cars this just bottles. Look at that. 3 wide already. Wide, 2 inside. 6 is pushing you. 6 is pushing you. 6 is pushing you. See, that is our low 360 bug-eye cam for this race. We demonstrated the technology earlier this year in Speed Weeks. Gives fans an idea just how close these drivers race. You can see the her teammate, Zox Moon. Another one of the drivers on a long winless drought. She is currently 17th in points. And look at this. Caleb Hoffman made a ballsy 4-wide move back in turn 4. And it almost didn't work out. 7 just looked like he just buzzed the tire. Trying to buzz the tires and get a run. Looked like same with 18 was trying to follow his teammate through there. That was almost big. Almost a wreck off 4. And then the 18 comes through. Almost gets cut off by the 29. Interesting to see there. And here's Joshua Leanbatch's radio. Guys, we're stuck in a hornet's nest full of idiots. We're stuck with a bunch of idiots here in the back, guys. I don't know, just stay with the 19 as much as you can. You're doing great. A lot of guys there. We said it's slick, so a lot of guys are really experimenting with possibly running different lanes. Obviously, top 5 is already single file. Possibly 6 is. See, the 5 really got out of the groove, and lead change up at the front. The 11 of Sports Center Cup Series taking the lead. Then in 2 straight photo finishes at Michigan a few weeks ago. He was in the photo finish with the 78. And, actually, I think there might have been big contact, turn 4. Further back, looks like everybody stays clean. It's the 48, Nate Sherman. Possible lefter rub, lefter rub. Lefter is about to go down here. Lefter, come on. Down to the bottom. All right, you're on the apron. He's still green with left front. He hit with a left front. There's a reason the 48 team is one of the best in the business, is because everybody works together, and occasionally they argue on occasion. But you're right there. We got a right front. Had hit that wall with that right front, and he got down quick and knew the issue before it got worse. Saw the immediate tire rub because he hit it pretty hard coming off turn 4. The 33 car didn't really give him much in the way of room. Bill? Nate Sherman got in the radio, told spotter Earl Barber to tell the 33 spotter, thanks for giving me room. Followed by a line of pretty long words we can't say on TV. They're going to obviously tough break for the 48 early on today at Kansas. And we got more problems here. The 42 did the same thing. Turn 4 has been quite dangerous today. Looked like we didn't hit it as hard as the 48 did. A lot of cars are really just enjoying this slick package, because we're seeing saw the 5 try to get at a spot on his teammate just by running the outside. His car is not there, so he lost the spot to the 78. And speaking of Hendrick Motorsports, the 48, Nate Sherman falling one lap down. And this was a big moment just for the 42. Derek Lewis looks like he lost a few spots. So listening on some radio communications. You got the wall, bud. I don't think it looks too bad. You should be doing good. The Goodyear may be rubbed off though, but that's not going to be a problem. Look at this little hornet's nest of cars at the back. The 11 Sports Center Cup Series being trapped with the 83 down on the bottom. He is our current leader. See the 3 of Jonathan Morrison up the track again. It's like just to get out of the way of the leaders, let the leaders pass. The 41 trying to get under the 4. Actually, I think the 3 may be having a problem. Yeah, he's dropped back way off the pace. Five laps complete in the middle of an early green run here at Kansas. The 11 is your early leader. He gets out of that big hornet's nest of cars and into more this time with the 48. Off of 4. You can literally see how close. Oh, wow, contact between the 48 and the 11 going into turn 1. All right, still good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the damage. Don't worry about the car. Looks okay. Still, this is dangerous back here. 3 wide in the middle of a bunch of lapped cars. It could really just something could happen in the 11. The way he's in, he has no escape. The position he's in, he has no escape route. or very little room to escape because he's got the 9 under him now. He's got the 9 now in front of him. And it's also the more cars that the 11 gets caught behind, the less cars the 24 has to deal with, can be held up by, and the less cars the 24 has to pass. More cars, technically, but it also brings the gap. There's also less of a gap that the 24 is to make up. Let's go Liberty Mutual spotter coverage and listen to Jacob Tube, spotter Eddie DeHaan guide his driver through the lap traffic. All right, 15's up front, down low, way down low, way down low. Come on. The 11's getting held up by a few lap cars. All right, he's out. He's out of some traffic. He got some lap traffic here. They're moving up top. Moving up top. 42 outside. 42 outside. 42 outside. 42 outside. All right, cautions out. Cautions out. Cautions out. Cautions out. Cautions out. Cautions out. Spin. Turn 4. Coming off turn 4. Wreck. Oh, wow. A wreck. The 18 is involved as well as the 6. The 43 is up against the wall here as well. He really just got loose. Both cars slide through the grass. 18 down on pit road. We're wrecked. 43 blew a friggin' tire and just came up. 43 blew up. Came up and just wrecked us. Just flat wrecked us. We had nowhere to go. Second caution's out today at Kansas, and what a break. For the 10 of Blake Dillon, especially since he was just being put a lap down. And you can hear that spotter Eddie DeHaan basically saying the lap traffic will start to move to the outside, but outside. There's a rule in NASCAR that what you got to do in NASCAR is if you're a lead lap car and there's a lap car, or it's just common sense to move out of the way, which I don't understand why the lap cars are just holding the 11 up, but the 42 and 33 are moving out of the way. But there's a fine line that these lap cars have to find, just not try to get the leaders in tight situations like we saw earlier at the 11 and like the 48 and the 11 got into each other. Kind of a tough break there. See this replay here. The 6, you heard earlier that the 18 team was trying to stay with the 19 and come through the pack, and the 43 just lost it. Then for some reason the 6 was up trying to make this pass. Then, there's the damage to the 6. And then, amazingly, as these cars were coming in, no other the 22 should have, the way that these guys were spinning, the 22 should have at least just drilled him the way the 43 was sitting. With that one, 6 car, a lot of damage to the 6. 43 car especially, he's pretty much gone to the garage. 33, see the 6 and the 18. The 6 probably got the kind of the lesser end of that because he just grazed this, was just collected by the 6, so it's just replace, maybe pound the right front, but there is not a lot of damage between the 6, 18, and the 43 because they all just slid through the grass and then basically into pit road. And I was thinking the 43 is just going to get absolutely nailed by the 22. Especially the way that he was sliding down. Definitely almost another scary moment for the 43 and 22 because Monster Energy Cup Series race here. We know what happened there. 22 and Joey Logano, 10 and Danica Patrick. Getting together. Danica both cars hard into the wall. And later on, the 43 just piled in. And here's the video again. Here in real time.
Crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh, trouble. Big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano. Oh, man. Eric Almirola. Holy smoly. Heavy damage there, Danica. Those cars are killed. And Almirola piling in at the last second and going up in the air. Patrick quickly out of her car.
Well, she's out in a hurry.
Woo. No kidding, the thing was on fire.
And looking rather upset. Joey Logano's car is not going to make it back to the garage. Neither is Eric Almirola. The window net down on both of those cars. Signal to the safety crews the driver is okay. Now, Patrick and Logano were 11th and 12th. Almirola was back in 23rd. Cars stopped at the entrance of turn 1.
Let's see what happened here again.
Also, there is some news that Peyton Beasley pretty banged up after that one. He will be going behind the wall as well. Mostly because the damage is just too much to repair at that specific moment. 10 of Blake Dillon getting the free pass. 88 of Apollo Moon, speeding penalty for him. He will start last car in the lead lap. It's been a quiet day for the 88 team right until that moment. Of the cars out of the race, the 43 and the 6 were taken out just now. Nate Sherman, 2 laps down after getting into the wall. All early on, and accidentally getting into the 11. He came back down to check the right front fender. Blake Dillon got the free pass. Pass on this caution. Here we go. Green flag back into the air. Jacob 2 back with a good start that time. Xavier Sodreska trying to go 3 wide on the apron. 3 wide for the lead in turn 1. 24 gets it. Down, 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 down. Side by side, front 2 starters. All 21 car coming to life early at life in the mid stages here at Kansas. Look at this. Right to the point. Jonathan Morrison. Multiple laps behind. Obviously, probably the only car that's more than 2 laps down. He is currently 4. Currently 3 behind, but he got one of those back during that in a wave around. Everybody else decided to not take it. A lot of little close racing here between for 6th. Zach Speed, last year's winner. Hunter Miller on the outside. KFC Cup Series down on the inside. Go onto that bug camera of the 5. Ooh, a little aggressive, little nose chop there on the 5. On the 5 on the 20. Look at that. He's almost pushing him down the backstretch. Now Jacob Tube trying to experiment with different lines. He's on the outside. Outside. Watch the 21. Watch the 21. Outside. Still there. Still there. Still on him. Still on him. Nice battle for the lead here with 5 to go today at Kansas. Definitely a lot of green flag runs today. Surprisingly low amount of cars out of the race. And he's still there. Awesome racing. Jacob Tube trying to go up top. Yeah, I think the 21 might have buzzed his tire. He's wearing his tires out trying to race him. So you're just going to drop back, but you can't drop back too far because look at this. Here comes the 11 on the inside. Inside, 11, inside. He takes the spot. It looks like the 41's going to follow suit. And, ooh, slide job on the 41's part. And I don't think that might have worked very well as we got one sideways in turn 1. You guessed it, 41 from 3rd place. Hold the brakes. Hunter Rizzoni slides to the bottom, and the caution comes out. You can guess how well that worked out. Down to the bottom. We good? Awesome job, guys. It's all the 21. Thanks for pushing me into 1 like that. Let him know that I appreciate his services. Such a great guy. Emotions seeming like they're starting to boil over a little bit here in Kansas. The 21, he's aggressive. This gives him a pretty good opportunity here to clean up his tires. Gives him a great opportunity, actually. But the question is, if you're any of the guys up front, do you stay or come in or do you stay? Yeah. especially since we're going to be restarting with 3 to go. The 18, this time he's taking the free pass. Has to get back on the lead lap. 3 laps to go in this one. Three laps to go before we get set and go to a restart here. There's also some. Let's go ahead and look at our keys to the race. Hey, so here next Saturday here, we're gonna be qualifying at the racing capital of the world for the Brickyard 400. Coverage begins at noon Eastern on TNT, and you can also watch it on the NBC Sports Live Extra. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern will be an hour-long parade show from the Brickyard. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern is the telecast of the Brickyard 400 presented by Crown Royal. For this one, 3 laps to go. The 5 and the 1 gambled on 2 tires. That's going to be a mess. It's going to be quite the mess, I think. Three to go at Kansas today. It's been surprisingly blistering. Only probably one of the more quicker races we've had. 3 cautions, only 2 cars out of the race, but it's mostly just been light contact, save for the incident with the 43 early on. Here we go. Whoa, terrible starts for the 5 and the 1. 4 wide. Going into the turn. 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide, 4 wide. Oh, that's going to be tight. That is going to be tight. Watch the 1 and the 5. They're going to be drifting back quite a bit. They're going to be drifting back. 4 wide going through turns 1 and 2 on a late restart. Oh, there they go. We got a wreck. It is the 19. Hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Hold the brakes. Come on. Come on. Just slide. Oh, hard into the wall. You were saying? Only 3 cars failing to finish? Yeah, I'm going to be taking back that assumption now. Yellow flag number 4 here at Kansas. Caleb Hoffman with the window net down. And that is a great sign. Kind of after a hard hit. And there's damage on the 1. Big damage, too. The incident there, like the 1 and the 19 got together. And into the wall they went. Into the wall, the 1 went. Initially, The 19 hit. Oh, there goes his wheel. There's his wheel. This is down here sitting on the concrete and on the apron here in turn 3, where it obviously came to rest after that violent hit. Like, maybe the initial hit might have ripped it out with the 19 went out. Here to see him getting out, holding his wrist. Still a vicious, tough hit. Hit for the 19, the way he slid. I was thinking maybe his throttle was stuck. And oh no, he just slid. And then right here where he hit that inside wall, initially after getting bounced into it by the 1, big impact. And his left wheel basically flew in the air. And we were concerned that it was going to go into the infield or out in anywhere where any fans are watching. But luckily, with the way it came loose away from the fans and started bouncing around the track. Almost hit the fence, it looked like. And then and came back, bounced off the wall, came to a stop in 3. Overtime here at Kansas Speedway and here's how this works. Instead of the 3 green-white checkers we've had in the past, where it was 3 and we're done, if we didn't make it in any of the 3 attempts, we're done. Now, we get unlimited overtimes. As many attempts as it takes. We got to get to that line down the backstretch. See that line the 48 passed by? We got to hit this line on the backstretch. After that line, the race is official and the next flag will end it. However, if there is a wreck on the final lap, if it is going to be a judgment call, if it's a minor wreck and the cars are out of the way, and are able to drive away, NASCAR will let them race back. However, if there's a wreck on the last lap and it's too dangerous, NASCAR will throw the yellow and it will end the race. Here we go. Jacob Tube, who talked to Jeff Gordon earlier this week on how to get around this place. He is a 3-time winner at this track. Gordon is. Here we go. Overtime at Kansas. Surprisingly, the 1 got its damage fixed. Same with the 5. Oh, the 11 made a move too early on that line. 11 made an early move. NASCAR is reviewing the restart. 3 wide for KFC Cup Series to the inside. Inside. We have passed the overtime line, and NASCAR is saying they will black flag the 11. They have black flagged the 11 car for passing before the leaders would reach the start-finish line into turn 3. The 11 is not going to answer looks like the 11 is not going to answer this black flag. They will not score him. White flag for KFC Cup Series. He's led the last 2 laps, and he's had a quiet day. And it looks like this quiet day could very well turn into his first win since Michigan last year. Into turns 3 and 4. The 11 does not answer the black flag. KFC Cup Series will win here in a late shootout at Kansas. And remember, the 11, even though he came across in P10, 10th and 10th in line, he will not be scored in P10. He will be scored last car in the lead lap. Awesome job, boys. Awesome, awesome job. Hey, Tony, thanks for believing in me, brother. Hell yeah, bud. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Jubilant drivers in victory lane. KFC Cup Series. Remember, obviously, his Michigan win last year was encumbered due to inspection troubles. And look at this. It's cool to see right here. It was a pretty good weekend for Stewart-Haas. All 4 of its cars, for the first time, made it to the round of 12. Obviously, with the troubles Blake Dillon had. And he got into the 7 here at the Checkers. Hey, Buggy, you want to see a good show? See a good show here in the show for the fans. Put on a good show. Oh, bud. See the 11. Obviously, probably not too pleased with the way that race went. Finishing, there is a clear-cut rule. We'll probably be getting an interview from him in a moment about this, about his response. Once there. Burn out without a steering wheel. Right place, right time. He had a fast car today. Obviously, things didn't pan the way they did. You can see the results here on your screen. Find where your favorite driver finished. Good run for Zach Speed today. How about this? 10 of Jessica Shelton, both in 22 is Josh Moon. Both ladies finishing inside the top 10. Great runs for them. We see the first washer with a nice top 15. You see the field scan by. Very low attrition today. Only 3 cars failed to finish. Obviously, we're towards the bottom. Tough go for Nate Sherman. Sherman today. Also not the one-time race speed division. Vision hit the wall twice. Nice in this race. Everything recovered. Finished 31st. A few months ago, Marty Snyder tried catching up with Sports Center Cup Series as he was walking to his trailer. Marty, what do you got? Hey, Sports Center, you give us your opinion on the final restart? Not my place. Not my place, Marty. Not my place to say anything. Unfortunately, you can see Sports Center Cup Series fairly upset after being black flagged on that last restart. The rule right here is we go earlier. Kind of hard to tell. I mean, did the 24 and the 21 were leading on this final restart, and obviously with the 14 being in third, the 24, I think he was trying to anticipate the 21. That kind of bottlenecked everybody, and the 11 just didn't want to get caught in it. Definitely the rules on the restarts are not really cut clear and dry. I mean, some cases there's a restart zone, but many cases this season we just let the leader start the race. But the 21 was the control car. I think he didn't really get a good start, and the 24 was trying to go when he went. Kind of interesting. Definitely interesting to see how NASCAR rules that. Later today here on NBC, World's Best NBC today. Going to be seeing some 90210, followed by a couple episodes of Law & Order, and then NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. Anyways, next time on our Wendy's race menu today, race menu Saturday, noon Eastern, Brickyard 400 pole qualifying, presented by Golden Corral, and then Sunday, cards beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern with the Credit One countdown to green. Hour-long pre-race show at the Brickyard. Then 2 p.m. Eastern, we'll obviously with that one. And then Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, telecast of the Brickyard 400 presented by Golden Corral. It was a hot one. It was a fast one. But more importantly, KFC Cup Series snapped a long winless drought dating back to Michigan last year. But obviously that one was encumbered. Wink, wink. And definitely nice to have a win for him that wasn't. So long from Kansas City today. We'll see you next time.
Guess we got a little off track, but love knows a way back through the storms and pouring rain. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying. Heartbeat loud as the thunder rolls. Riding in on a stampede of lightning. I'm bringing back the sunshine. Bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Bring it back.